I'm getting a good early start today. It is before 6 o'clock. But I felt good when I woke up. Slept pretty well. There was a little sprinkling of rain last night. Maybe could have gotten another couple of hours, but I was awake, so time to get going. Plus, have a big test this morning here in whatever, maybe 4 miles. Hit the base of Stratton Mountain, and that's a good almost 2,000 foot climb with just no breaks. I mean, it's just constant. So that will be taxing, and I definitely want to hit that before it gets hot. Today is supposed to get to right around 90, so really ramped up from where it's been. And then tomorrow is actually supposed to be quite cool. I think maybe in the high 60s or something like that, so that will be awesome. But I think maybe some rain tomorrow too. So anyway, I just wanted to get going today and get up that mountain so the rest of my day can be, just dealing with the heat however I need to and taking my time. Last night was a little bit of a mess. Everybody was very nice, but when we got to the shelter, there was a huge crew of people from some organization that does like children's camps and things like that. Children's programs, outdoor programs. And they were in, it was all a bunch of, college kids, and they were in from all around the world, actually, just doing some different training stuff. And one of the things was going out and, cooking over the fire and doing all their stuff. But they had the whole entire shelter and picnic table used. And so, those hikers just came in and kind of sat around on rocks and and found tent spots in the middle of the woods because all the, spots were taken and stuff like that. And so, it wasn't life or death. They were actually very nice and attempting to be very accommodating of things. They had all their stuff, all their things stuffed in the bear boxes, and they came over on their own and said, we got to figure this out, and took a lot of their stuff out so we could get ours in. And anyway, but then they were up late. I mean late for hiking, and so it was a little hard to get to sleep. Also, this guy had brought, without intending to, without wanting to, this dog that he had found on the trail had followed him into camp. Had followed him for like 7 or 8 miles and followed him into camp. He had a receiver on him. He had tags and all sorts of stuff. He had his ears branded. I mean, he's some kind of expensive hunting dog, I think. But anyway, he was just all over everybody and everybody's food and the whole thing the whole night too. So that was a kind of a mess. But it was good. I actually sat around and talked with some of the other AT hikers for a while, and everybody was very nice. And so it was really a good evening, but I'm hoping for a little less excitement tonight. What might this be hanging here? Huh. It's like big food, bulk food. I wonder, I do not think, and some of it looks like it's been used, I do not think it's intended for regular hikers. I don't know what that's about. Maybe there's a group coming through today that's going to use that for something interesting. They might find it disappeared though, because I for sure know some hikers who, if they come through and see that, it is gone. And that's kind of how it's done, so I would expect it to be gone. I was just thinking a little bit about how this trip is so different than my last one out here. Since I've been in all these states, I mean almost every state, most of the states anyway, since I've been out on this trip, require you to camp, to stay in a campsite or a shelter, and not just stealth camp anywhere. And as a result, this trip has been really different. I mean, I have met a lot more people and, spent more time talking and things like that in the evenings. And also I'm just getting more comfortable with the whole sleeping thing around people, I don't know. I just am able to, for some reason, snoring and the noise of the air mattresses crinkling and all that kind of stuff has always been such an issue for me before. But I guess, I don't know if it's just because I really have no choice, so you just have to get over it, or, just enough time dealing with it that I've learned or whatever. But anyway, it's been quite different, and I don't even know if I'd say bad or good, just different, I've enjoyed it. I would like to be out on my own sometimes, more than I am, which is almost none, but it's been good to probably be forced into, being in the shelters a little bit more. So anyway, I thought I was already at the base of Stratton Mountain, but I obviously am not. As I look around me, 360, I see the sky everywhere. I do not see anything that looks like a mountain. So, and I'm going downhill. So, I'm sure I have to get up and over some stuff, 10 times to get to the actual peak of the mountain, but not really sure what direction I'm going in, or what direction the mountain is, and when it starts. It should be any minute. About halfway up the mountain. All right, Stratton Mountain, I made it. I did not know there was going to be a tower. I thought there would just be a view when I got up here, but I'll climb the tower and see the view. All right, went up the tower and got some great pictures. Everything's pretty far away, so it's hard to get good video, so I just, there'll be a bunch of pictures at the end. So you can look at them there. And now I am just, well, first of all, man, I cooled off about 10 degrees up there. I mean, the wind is blowing like crazy and it's cold, so I stayed up there a little bit. That was nice. And now I'm going to sit around up here and upload some video because it's the first connection I've had in a week or two. So, and I'll head up, and man, almost the whole rest of the day is just like downhill and downhill and a little bump and downhill and downhill. And I should move really fast. So I'm just going to not worry about it, take my time and hang out here a bit. So see y'all later. Sometimes there aren't many shelters out here, and that's why I have to choose between doing a 15-mile day or a 25-mile day or whatever. But today there are lots of shelters. So about to come across the first one, and I think the third one is likely where I'll stay, but if I'm feeling good, I might move on to the fourth one, but I kind of doubt it today. So it's pretty out here right now, though. It's getting much hotter fast. I think we're at shelter number 1 for the day. Let's see here. Shelter. Doesn't say what it's called, but there it is. Shelter. All right, well, we'll keep on going. This is Stratton Pond. There's a campsite right here, but I will not be staying here either. Well, it is somewhere around 30 or 40 minutes later after I first videoed the pond and I am still here. I just found a place, sat down, just enjoyed the pond, relaxed. Haven't done enough of that since I've been out here, but I'm kind of in a position because of when I'm scheduled to get into Killington that I can actually I still have to do 20-mile days, but I can kind of relax a little and not push it the next couple of days. So it was nice to enjoy. And now, time to get back on the trail. And it was nice. Hopper actually came along and we talked a little bit, so that was a plus.
Thing for you.
That's all right.
Oh.
Say hi.
Hey, I'm Hopper.
We're 3/4 of the way to Katahdin from Georgia.
Heck yeah.
Woohoo! At least that's if that person's right.
Right.
Shelter number 2. Hopper's still here. Lee, get out of here.
Sorry. Let me out of here.
This is a coffin I'm going to be sleeping in tonight. Well, I've done about 19 miles. I'm here at the last shelter, or the 3rd shelter. I really thought I was going to be going on with Hopper. We've been just talking and hanging out and having a great time, but man, I kind of forgot to keep eating. And I am really dead right now, so I'm pulling into this shelter. It's probably about 2:45, and if I eat something and I feel a lot better, I might go on. It's about another 5 miles to the next shelter, but I might just call it a night here too. So we'll have to see if my energy level improves here in the next hour. Wow, pretty nice shelter. And there's a little creek right there. So that makes it nice. All right, I'm gonna lay down and see how I feel.